playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he was out there sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
First carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next, receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Rashad White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On 2nd down, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return. At the 39-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play...
Touchdown, Broncos! Mike Gesicki, 27 yards. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Now ETN to start the drive. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's all the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami first down and a 14-yard pickup. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off your...
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off play action, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyquan Thornton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. We are tied at 7. So the crowd rounds up with 75 yards in 7 plays. So they'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos about set to go on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They run again on 1st down. Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got the yellow at the 16. And long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defense.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Gregory
so. In there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Danny Gray, 64 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
And you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by McPherson. Been good. The lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge is a successful one. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. ETN once more. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run with ETN. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Back now in Miami. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And complete right side to Cook. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. T. Higgins taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's the spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you in the spot you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
On first down, Colvin, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Fields going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Play action. It's Fields. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. They will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 4. 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On first down, Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Mahomes now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. Pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, no, he lost lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays when they bolts of lightning out there. He goes.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. With the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. But right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to come out and deliver.
And he takes this one into the end zone.
Right by
and
you.
all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for two. Mahomes. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. See the birds and the trees in the morning, or all like the stars way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful nihilist on my breakfast, a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible. Impossible.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
We be the hottest on the scene. Dance stones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A brownie cut in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but pick on me and start before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them don't know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the coast, I'ma get crazy. I just got off of the jet and I pop. My I win in alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Simpson, I cut off the locks. Shot back, Timber. In the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Ushu Brampton, I hop in the Bama. The world is mine, I'm Tony Montana. I'm Pelican fly, diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren. You ready or not? I like got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on the tour bus, more poor cup. Touch to the winners, blow it up.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when chain, birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Take a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sakai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was